All right, welcome to another Football Manager update. I say update, nothing to update you on. We're just carrying on as normal. Every match is being shown. Obviously now we're back in the back focusing on the league. Away here against Newcastle, as you can see on your screen. Form is it's been okay. It's inconsistent there, but we've come out of that little bad couple of games, and we've won a couple now. And we're looking strong again, scoring some goals. Today's episode is going to have just the two games. Newcastle away in the league, and then we've got Wolves away in the cup next weekend. Going to be a couple of changes to the team. So this is the team I've decided to go with today. A couple of changes, some forced, some not forced. Defences are both Pench and Longallo in defence. Usually, obviously, Smith and Frith will be in there, but Frith is injured as Smith is suspended, so neither can play. And Gulo would be a good option in centre back as well, and he's also suspended. So going with that, a bit of a makeshift defence today. I say makeshift, they are still defenders. I've been looking up to try and work out why the attacking midfielder isn't working, why I can never be consistent. So I've seen a few things, and I've tried to look around this tactic as well. And a lot of people say, well, basically, because you've got a deep line playmaker and a advanced forward, you're not getting the best out of the attacking midfielder and the striker, because the striker is up front on his own. So that's why a lot of the goals and the assists come from the wingers, because they're crossing it to each other. So you've got the striker up on his own. You need him to be deeper, and then maybe having the attacking midfielder playing more attacking. So the two of them kind of link up and cross over, and then you're there filling that gap. I will try that eventually. I want to try something else just before that, though. I'm going to play Alfredo for this game. I know he's done nothing, but I wanted to try him out in this trequartista role. It's a very attacking role, more attacking than second striker, I think, in some ways. So I'm going to try him in that. I'm not going to play Nogueira for this one. I'm going to play Kouassi, even though Nogueira is back in the scoring run. I'm going to play Kouassi and play him as... Can I play in deep lying or complete? We'll do that. A complete striker and see how it goes. It's risky. I know it's risky. And then obviously in the midfield as well, I'm playing Davis today in midfield. And Gulo can't play. And I was like, I could play Vizic, I could play Hughes, but I want to play Davis. I think Davis has got a higher ceiling. He's more versatile than those two players, so I want to play him. Going to play Fatai alongside him. Might be a good idea to play Stocker, but I think Fatai, is in slightly better condition, so give him a game. I'm resting Ben Rabba for these next two games, so you won't see Ben Rabba in today's episode. Hackett will play. Going to stick with Polyak. Polyak's insane, and as I said, I'm going to play Kouassi instead of Nogueira. So change team today. I appreciate that, and I appreciate it's a risky game to play. I just need to do it. I need to keep this squad rotating. I need to keep players fresh for what is to come a really tough run of games that are coming at the end of the season. These two are, in comparison, not so tough. But yeah, just experimenting just a little bit. I need things to kind of work out in some way. Sorry, bear with. Just realised the television's about to turn itself off. So I really want it to work out. I'm trying Alfredo in this trequartista because I think I can experiment more with him because I don't have that attachment to him. If it works, brilliant. I've actually got something out of a player that I effectively is not spending any money on. Prove a point. Yes, let's do that. Gonna keep an eye on a couple of players that are in condition, like Polyak might be a bit low, maybe Davis, but we'll have a look. Come on then, let's go. Come back to this again. Again, I think it's away games that does it for, which is really weird. Yeah. Are there any other games happening? There are, but Liverpool Man City is a big one, but not entirely relevant. I'm more interested in what Spurs have got to do. It's a free kick to Newcastle. Good claim there by Robinson, meaning that we're probably going to get a counter-attack out of this. Gone long, but it's gone right to Hackett. Lovely ball across from Polyak. Here's the danger man, Polyak. Get a ball in, Polyak. Come on. Insane how that happens. Our goal difference is excellent, though. Goal difference of 50. Far and away better than Spurs' goal difference. We just need to make sure that we keep on winning these games and keeping them at arm's length for now. Because that game against Spurs is going to be huge, and with the fixtures around it like Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, we're going to have a really difficult run in. The thing is, the more cup competitions that you and the teams that you play progress in, the more that the fixtures change and then get shoved in towards the end of the season, just become really difficult to manage. But nothing much happening here. Oh, here we go. We got a corner. Headed in, Josip Polyak. He's been brilliant this year. I am so glad that I have put him in as a frontline winger after selling Diogo, because he has really taken it on well. That was a good decision. Get in. Okay. Not much happening though, other than the thing. So what I'm tempted to do here. Bragg scored for Leeds. It's always nice to see old players score. What I'm tempted to do is I want to go to the tactics and do what I said earlier. So I'm going to change him to, I think he said attacking midfielder, attack, and then put him as a deep lying forward. So he's not ideal at that, and you can have him as attack or support. Okay. Do that. It might not work for Habib Kouassi. I might have to sub on Nogueira, who might be a little bit more adept to that. And apparently as well, with regards to your wingers and your fullbacks, if your right wingers attack, your fullback should be support or defend. Your short fullback shouldn't be support attack as well. You can get caught. So it's all the opposite way around. If your wingers as support, then put your fullback as attack so he can overlap. So yeah, that's what I'm going to look into. It always helps to research these kind of things. I'm going to try and urge them to get a bit more creative. It's annoying when you play the fringe players, because you want them to do well, but it's the goal was made by Fatai and Polyak, guys who start every game anyway. So I'm going to make a sub here. I'm going to bring on Nogueira. I think Nogueira might be a bit more suited to that deep lying forward role. Yeah, slightly. A lot of attack. Might make him a support. The idea that he brings in Alfredo. Davis is doing okay. He's on 6.9, which isn't ideal, but he's not making mistakes. So we've got a corner here. Fatai. Polyak again. Oh, just those two. I'm relying on those two linking up at the moment. There's not much coming from anybody else at the moment. I'm going to bring on Joe War just because. Get him to do his thing. I'm going to take off Davis as well because he's booked. Put on Visic. And also they were saying about this role should be more box-to-box midfielder. So I might have to look into that in the summer if I'm trying to perfect the tactic. Because it's not been a brilliant game. I'm just a little bit worried we're going to get caught. Harvey, get a goal now. Settle the nerves. Alfredo. Nogueira, yes! Substitute Nogueira gets the goal. An assist by Alfredo as well. It's only his second assist since joining the club, but I'm happy with that. There you go. And I like you got a lot of greens here, a lot of 7 ratings, which means that, the players are just sort of cruising through the game. That's good stuff. So we're 8 this is game 30. There's 8 games to go. We are top of the league. 5 points clear, but there's still, Spurs got 2 games in hand, so it's in both ours and Spurs' hands. That's the thing. We've got the league in 2 teams' hands, which is important. Ward, he's a former Concord boy. Well played, Fatai. He's played really well. Alfredo. And Freddie's done white here. I think he's probably been his best game thus far. That's a long ball. That's poor there. Blair. Poor defending. Poor defending. I know we are obviously playing a bit of a makeshift defence. Not first line. It was just one ball around the back is beating them. But there you go. We've got the win. Despite that consolation there, we've got the win. I'm happy with that. Obviously, we're trying to make sure we get through the season and rotate players and keep players fit. Ben Rather's obviously so key towards the end of the season. If we want to keep the challenge for the title going, I need to keep him fit. So I'm pleased that we've managed to been able to rest him and come away with a win. Really pleased with that. There you go. That's the league done for this episode. Well, actually, we're obviously going to have the Spurs game coming as well. Obviously, Spurs playing tomorrow. I mean, 1 goal away from 20 league goals for the season. You'll receive a 275k bonus. Well done. Yeah, well, praise Fatai. Fatai has been immense this year. Like, he was very good last year. This year, he's been even better. But yeah, we now got the cup in a week. At Molineux, we'll probably be wearing our lovely, lovely red kit. I'll see you there. Little bonus content for you. Champions League quarterfinal and semi-final draw. Thought I'd show you those draws because I'm lovely. As you can see, there's the 8 teams there. 8 teams there: Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea, Concord Rangers, Bayern Munich, Man United, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid. All very good teams. It's going to be exciting. Let's see what we've got. I think the only ones that we haven't played historically are Borussia Dortmund. We don't play them. Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund. PSG, we played them at one point last year. Atletico Madrid. Odds are it's going to be an English team here. Bayern Munich. This is going to be us. It is. Bayern Munich. We've got a fighting record against Bayern Munich. We've played them a few years. If I look at... Is it going to show our past record? Go on that. Past meetings. I don't think we've ever lost to Bayern Munich. Might have drawn. I remember us going over there and drawing a game. Quite a good one. We were 2-0 down. I think drew 2-2. Yeah, played 4 times. 1-3, drawn 1. Yeah, that was the first game we played them. We drew 2-2. We were... Oh yeah, that was it. They scored what was a late winner, and then we equalised afterwards. But we've beaten them 2-1, 2-1 and 2-0 since then. Oh yeah, Champions League. You beat them in the Champions League semi-final last year comfortably. I forgot about that. Yeah, there you go. So we've got them in the quarter-final this year. It will acknowledge that. And now we're in the semi-final draw. Let's see. Chelsea or Man United against Paris Saint-Germain or Atletico Madrid, FC Bayern or Concord versus Real Madrid or Dortmund. Dortmund are the only club out of those that we have never played before. I've always got a little bit of a soft spot for Dortmund, so it'd be quite cool to have them. There you go. Some good news, actually, I should mention. Bloody hell, Chelsea match has been rearranged again. Oh, my word, look at that. It's been rearranged, and now it'll be Bayern, West Ham, Man City, Chelsea, Spurs. That is a couple of weeks to end the season, that, innit? There we go. Brilliant stuff. One thing's happened in the league. Spurs drew their last game. Which means they are 4 points behind us and they've got a game in hand. So it's now in our hands, firmly in our hands. But it's still in Spurs' hands technically because they've got to play us. So, all to play for. But let's go back. Cup game against Wolves. Okay, here we go. Wolves away in the cup. We've got a very good record against Wolves. Played them 13 times, won 9 of them. Only lost 1. We've got a good record against them. The other results in the cup were Man United won, Leeds beat Man City, and Norwich beat Palace. And Man City sacked their manager as a result of that game. So this is big. I quite like a run in the cup. Got to the semi-final one year. Did we make the final, or I made that up? I think I made that up. But it looks like Frith and Smith are both back. Is it wise to play them both? Like, Frith has been out for a while. I'm not going to play him. That's a daft decision to start him, so I'm not going to do that. I'll put him on the bench. Might give him a run out if necessary. And Gulu's on a yellow card as well, and I'm thinking that he might be better off playing in another game. So I'm gonna go with, where's Hughes? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hughes for this game and play him as a ball winner. There we go. Stick with Hackett. Obviously, I'm resting Ben Raba. I'm gonna go with what I said earlier. So attacking midfielder on attack, and then have him as a deep lying forward on support. Yeah, I'm playing a couple of people out of roles that they're not entirely used to, but I'm thinking there's enough quality in there, to do the job. Monaghan on the bench. I've got a Friday. That should be alright. Yeah, that should be okay. Might play Stocker actually. Yeah, I'm going to play Stocker instead of Fatai. Now, I know I'm hoping that I don't pay for these changes. Obviously, I'm mixing the team around a little bit, but I've just got to keep people fresh, got to keep people coming in. And I don't want to get through to the season and have everyone tired and getting injured. We've got a massively hard run of games towards the end, and I want these guys to be ready. And I'm obviously experimenting with the system as well, but we should win, even though these guys are cruising at the top of the championship. They're effectively a Premier League team. Yeah, that's good. They're effectively a Premier League team, so can't take them lightly. We're in that lovely red kit. Okay. Nothing doing thus far. Oh. Goal kick to Wolves, goes long. Oh, Harvey's made a right mistake there. Richardson takes it, but well played Harvey to win that back. Here's Polyak. Stocker. Smith. Hughes. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, but it's well intercepted there, Garcia. Nongello. Stocker. Plays it back. Smith. Nice ball. Here we go. Polyak. Nice. Drop it across, mate. Gets it across. Nogueira's got to score. Does score. Beautiful from Polyak to get through. Dropped it across. Nogueira took his time. Puts it in. 26th of the season for Nogueira. Despite him not necessarily lighting the place he is still scoring a ridiculous amount of goals for how young he is. I think he's only 20, 21. I was looking about, if worse comes to worse, like maybe I can improve on him. But they're playing Andre Silva on the left wing. He has scored goals for fun this year, but they're playing on the left wing and playing Wakamia up front. How's he getting on this year? Doesn't say there, does it? No. So Harvey to ease off. Don't want him getting sent off. We're looking good this so far. 70% possession. Yeah, lovely stuff. Don't get complacent. Don't get complacent. Not quite playing as well as I'd hope we would, but we're winning the game. And we are in control possession-wise. Gonna ask him to be a bit more attacking, I think. Try and push a goal just to make this more comfortable. Polyak's so reliable at the moment. There's a free kick to Wolves here though. What's going to happen? Conway. Hang on a second. He's through. He's put it wide. It's a great chance for them. Okay. Substitution. I am going to bring off Stocker. No, am I? No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to bring off Rankin and put on Monaghan. And I'm going to bring off... Can Casey Phillips do a deep line forward? Not really. You do target man support though, and that's effectively a similar sort of thing. I'll do that. Young English boys. Giving them a run out in the FA Cup quarter-final. Obviously a win here takes us to... Oh, hang on a sec. Wolves have got a chance. Oh, saved. I think it was saved. Cleared away. Might push him back a bit deeper here. Played balance now. That's another free kick to Wolves. Not easy. Ooh. Headed over by Andre Silva. Yeah, he's moved up forward now. What I might do is actually bring on... What do I want to play midfield? Fatai, but Stocker's there. I'm going to bring on Frith actually. Frith for Longello. Just to kind of ease him back into the game. Obviously Frith and Smith are my main defenders, so there we go. Still 1-0. Not the easiest of games. It's a corner to Wolves. They're looking dangerous here. Claimed by Robinson though. Well claimed by him. Right. Frith plays it long across to Harvey. Nice from Harvey there. Polyak. Danger on the left-hand wing. Back to Harvey. Cross comes in, head away. Stocker. Don't think he's ever scored for us. He might have, I can't remember. Playing around nicely. That's a poor ball that though. Oh, well played. Well played, Hackett. Won it back dangerously. Chance now. Smacks it wide. Should have done better with that. Did well to win it. Okay. Let's see how they win it. I mean, Wolves are a good team. They're top of the league in the Championship and they're winning it by a mile, so they're going to get promoted. That'll do. And they got Delict. They got Matthias Delict. Ah. There you go. Win's a win. We're in the semi-final. Not a most convincing game, but early-ish goal by Noguera. Difference between the two teams. Matthias Delict, how old is he? We had him for a couple of seasons. 37. He left us to go to Wolves. It's his second season with Wolves. Not played many games, 05. He was quite handy in that first season. He wasn't a first choice by any means of the imagination, but he played 23 starts, 3 goals. Yeah, he was alright. 17 million. There you go. We got a win there. They got Chinedu Apara as well. I didn't realise they had him. How old's Apara nowadays then? He's 31. Obviously he had a couple of spells with us, Apara. We signed him on a free from Chelsea, and one season he was very good. Went to Borough for 180k, then I signed him from Borough for 101.7 million. And he was very good again. Played 2.5 seasons with us. And sold him for 42 to Everton. And obviously he's now moved on to Wolves. Didn't play much last year. There you go. It's nice to see where all these players go. And you play the game for so long that you've played through so many players. There you go. Easy win there. Well, I say easy. Probably wasn't easy, was it? But it was just a coasting 1-0 win. We're through to the semi-final, in which we'll play either Norwich, Leeds, or Man United. Obviously, they're going to be at Wembley as well. In fact, I'm going to show you the draw for that as well. That'll be nice, won't it? When is the draw? Assume it's that Monday. Usually says there where it is, but yeah, I'll show you the draw. As promised, FA Cup semi-final draw. It's already going to be quick. Let's go. Leeds will play, or usually it's today, it's us. We'll play Leeds then, and Man United will get the Championship side Norwich in the other semi-final. There you go. We've got Leeds in the semi-final. We've got a very good record against Leeds. And then we'll play either, well, if we win, we'll play either Norwich or Man United in the FA Cup final. But that concludes today's episode, lads. Things are ticking along nicely. Not the most convincing games ever, but we've come away with 2 wins. Another clean sheet, which is the first one since the last FA Cup game against Spurs, so nice to get that back on the road. And now the next episodes is where it really starts to ramp up. We got Birmingham away in the league, which we should win, but then we got Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Then we're moving on Arsenal, Bayern, Leeds, West Ham, Man City, Chelsea. Really starts to kick up again now. How many games left in the season? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and possibly 3, 4 more. Could be a chaotic end of the season, but yeah, we'll keep it at 2 games an episode for now. But if it starts to ramp up, when it starts looking at 3, it might be a good idea. We'll do 3s. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Up the beach, boys. Cheers then.